In this tutorial, we are going to look at how Python can be used to make conditional loops. Previously, we've used for loops, which are known as counted loops. A for loop will complete a set number of times. Today, we'll be using the while command to repeat something an unknown number of times. And it's a conditional response as to whether the loop will stop. So we have to meet a particular condition, otherwise the loop keeps going. We're going to be looking at for demo in PyRPG to start with, and this allows us to look at the idea of using a while loop to validate input. So we're only going to allow particular values to be typed in by the user, and we're going to reject anything else and make them answer our questions again. We're going to start off in the demonstration with a look at choosing a day of the week. And you can see our code here starts off, today equals none day. Now this is a failing value. This isn't a real day. And we always start off our while loops either with a question or with a failed value. So if today is none day, we're going to ask our question while today is not in a list that we think is acceptable. And you can see here our list of acceptable values are 3-letter codes in lowercase for the days of the week, or the weekdays. If what we type in is not one of these answers, we then ask a question, what day is it? And you see there's something here about making this an improved version by turning it into lowercase, whatever you type in. So even if you type in capital M, it will turn it into lowercase, and only taking the first 3 characters from 0 to 3 when we actually try that. Let's have a look at what this looks like in our Python code. So I'm going to go to the Raspberry Pi classroom. I've loaded PyRPG for demo, and looking at the instructions here, it says run through the supplied code, try using bad days such as Saturday or Sunday, which are not weekdays, or even values like full Monday or capital F on Friday. So let's try running our code and see what we get. So what day is it? Well, I'm going to say it is today. And it doesn't like today, so it's asked the question again. The word today is not in this list here. So the while loop says, if it's not in the list, ask the question that's indented. I'm going to try another one. I'm going to try putting in something like my birthday. And my birthday is not one of the options that's in this list here. So again, it asks me the question again. If I try typing in Monday, and you think Monday's in this list, so that sounds good. But no, Monday with a capital M is not matching to anything here, so it's asked me the question again. Finally, I'm going to try wed, which is 3 letters, lowercase, and at that point it says my choice has been accepted. Now, you'll notice that we said that we could remove the hashtag here. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to delete that hashtag, and this becomes input to lowercase and only the first 3 characters. So if I try running my code again, what day is it? I'm going to try Friday, and you see that FRI in lowercase, the first 3 letters of what I typed, has been accepted. Now, one of the problems with this is that I can cheat the system a little bit. So what day is it? I can say monkeys eat bananas. And because I'm only taking the first 3 letters and making them lowercase, it has accepted monkeys eat bananas as the day because it's taken mon off of that. But most people, when they're answering a question, are going to answer it sensibly. So we have used mon from the available list. Let's see what other testing we can do here. So the next question up is about the age. And while the age is less than 10, or the age is bigger than 23, I'm going to ask the question again. So what age is the student? Notice we started with a failing value. Age is -1. So -1 is less than 10. So that was a fail. So what age is the student? Well, students are always 65 years old. Nope, it's not happy with that. What age is the student? I'm going to say that the age is 8 years old. They're in the prep school. Nope, that's not acceptable. What age is the student? Well, at the senior school, they're likely to be 11 years old. And you can see that because that is not less than 10 and not bigger than 23, it was an acceptable answer. Now for my next question, I'm looking for while the height is bigger than 1.1 and the height is less than 1.9. So up here we said age is less than 10 or bigger than 23. And this one I'm saying height is between 1.1 and 1.9. So I'm looking for tiny people or giants. Okay, so my height, well, 1.4 would be a typical year 7 student. No, it wants big or small height in meters, so it didn't accept that. So I'm then going to go for something giant, something like 2.3 meters. And 2.3 is not a typical height. That was accepted. My next set of code is looping until I meet a target. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with a total of 0. And while the total is less than 30, I'm going to ask for a number, and I'm going to add that to the total. So, how much am I going to add first of all? Well, first of all, I'm going to add 10. And it wants me to add more. Okay, I'll add 11. That takes me to 21. Okay, I'm going to add 12. And you can see that it's stopped now and given me the total because I'm bigger than 30. So while the total is less than 30, it's going to keep asking me to add things. When I get beyond it, it then stops and moves on. It finishes the while loop. Oh, excuse me. Let me just say that again. It finishes the while loop, which is the bits that are indented, and it moves on past it to the next section of code. So if we have a look at what we're actually being asked to do then, we've tried some bad days, we've tried some dodgy ages, and we've tried some typical heights, and we've tried adding some numbers. I've already removed the hashtag on line 7, so I've got better code. I'm now going to try a range of alternative spellings. And then I'm going to change the acceptable ages for a student to between 11 and 18. I'm going to change the target of the loop to be 21. So, having made my dot lower 0 to 3 to only take 3 characters in lowercase, I'll test that in just a second. But I need to change the age. If the age is less than 11, or the age is bigger than 18, then you would not be a secondary school student. So I've changed the parameters that are being asked for here to tighten up that range. The other thing it says is change the target of the counting loop to 21. So while the total is less than 21, I'm going to add in numbers. And to make things a bit easier to see what's going on, I'm going to say print total, comma, so far. Right, let's run and see what we get. What day is it today? So I'm going to try today. It's not happy with that. I'm going to try with caps lock on Saturday. Doesn't like that because it's not a weekday. I'm going to try Thursday. Oh, if I could spell it properly. And that has been accepted. What age is the student? So remember now we're looking for secondary school age. So if I say something like 10 years old, that shouldn't be any good. If I say 20 years old, that shouldn't be any good. But if I give something that would be maybe in the middle school, something like 14 years old, then it accepts that answer. Height in meters, we're still looking for tiny people or giants. So if I say 1.5 meters, it's not happy with that. So instead, I'm going to give it someone who's really tiny, so 0.9 meters. A hobbit there, perhaps, and that is accepted. And I've got 0 so far. How much do I want to add? So I'm going to go for 3. I've got 3 so far. I'm going to add 4. 3 plus 4 gives me 7 so far. I'm going to add 6. 13 so far. I'm going to add 9. And that's taken me to a total of 22, which then stops the code. So we're using our while loops for validation here to only allow proper days of the week. We're allowing validation of the age to only allow it to be between certain numbers. We're allowing validation here to prevent it being between certain numbers. And in the final example, this isn't validation, but it is using a while loop to keep going until we get the value that we're looking for. So that is how we use while loops. And you should notice, similar to for loops, when we do a while, we end with a colon and we indent the code that will be repeated. Here, while, questions ending with a colon, and then the code to repeat is indented. And notice, we can't just, it's not just a question we can put in here. Here, we did printing, we did questioning, and we did some arithmetic as well. All of that was indented because all of that gets repeated after the colon. So while the total is less than 21, colon, here's all our code indented that will be repeated over and over again. But when we eventually get bigger than 21, or we could get to equal to 21, I suppose, at that point we move on and do the code that comes afterwards.